Okay. So I'll just briefly mention about what we have been doing and then place the background and then take up the questions. So if you look at the whole activity of UHV, it is centered around the self-development, the team development, and ultimately aiming at the societal development. So we have been focusing on the self, and with that self at the base, then we have been discussing about relationship. And we keep mentioning that this issue of relationship is significant in the family, then within this UHV team, and of course at the workplace and ultimately at the society at large. So if you look at the relationship, this relationship is fundamental to harmony in the family, in the team, or in the workplace, or ultimately in the society. And if you look at relationship, it is the feelings which are fundamental to relationship. And these feelings are in the self. And it was therefore essential to understand the self first. And now that we have clarity about human being as the coexistence of self and body, we can start our exploration on harmony in the family, in the team from this session. So we all want to make our family, our colleagues in the institution happy. Often we are ready to compromise our own happiness to make the other happy. Yet some members feel you are the cause of their unhappiness and they stop communicating. So this is something which we had discussed last time also. So I will not go into the detail, but I'll just recall. So the question is why? Why is it that I'm trying my best to make the other happy, but still people feel that I am the cause of their unhappiness and they even stop communicating? You live together in the family, work together in the institution for many years, but you time feel that the others don't listen to you. They don't understand you. Right? Even though we want to stay calm and composed, yet we get angry, argue, fight, stop talking to each other, even oppose each other, separate, all that. The report suggests that academic leaders spend 30 to 70% of their time in resolving disharmony. So not only in academics, all around, the majority of our effort is going in resolving the disharmony in relationships, right? Which can ultimately go to the extent of war, which we are now witnessing. So it is significant to understand relationship. And if you try to understand relationship, the relationship is between oneself and the another self. The only choice we have are to fulfill the relationship or not to fulfill the relationship. So the relationship is already there, whether we understand it or don't understand it, whether we fulfill it or don't fulfill it. But the relationship is there, and this relationship is between oneself and the another self. So if we want to understand and fulfill relationships, we need to understand relationship first. So if you look at relationships, it is between oneself and the other self. What is fundamental in relationship is the feeling in oneself for the other self. And these feelings can be recognized. They are definite. We have been talking about them very extensively. So these feelings can be identified starting from trust to love. And we have been talking about them. We have been trying to understand them. We have been trying to practice them. And still we find that it is very difficult, isn't it? In fact, most of the questions that we are asking about relationship has to do with this, that though we understand in principle that these feelings are very natural to us, and we all want to have these feelings in us and want to share with others, but for some reason or the other, we get stuck. It doesn't work. So most of the problems are of that nature. So we need to understand these feelings. Then once we have the understanding of these feelings, we need to ensure this feeling in us. When we have this feeling in us, we can express this feeling or share these feelings with the other. And that in turn will lead to mutual fulfillment. And the interesting thing to notice is that in all these feelings, the physical facility is going to play either no role or very insignificant role. So what is important is the understanding of this feeling, having this feeling in us, and then sharing this feeling with others. The role of physical facility in the process is very minimal. So we can all find out what is naturally acceptable to us, the feeling of trust or mistrust, respect or disrespect, affection or jealousy, care or expectation. So all this we have been doing, and we have been able to verify that what is naturally acceptable to us is the feeling of trust and not mistrust, feeling of respect and not disrespect, feeling of affection and not jealousy. So we need to understand these feelings. We need to ensure this feeling in us. And particularly when the otherwise feeling comes, then one has to be aware, right, of it. One has to look at it. One has to evaluate it and see for oneself that it is something which is not naturally acceptable. It is something which is leading to disharmony and unhappiness. And if we can ensure the feeling which is naturally acceptable in place of this, then that feeling itself will lead to a state of harmony and happiness. So all this we can verify for ourselves. Yes. And in all this process, of course, body is used as a means to express the feeling. So if you look at these feelings, this trust, the feeling of trust is what is fundamental, and particularly the trust on intention. With trust on intention, I feel related to the other. I accept the relationship. And when I make a program with the other, I evaluate his competence as well as my competence. And I make the program in accordance with our current mutual competence. So if I do that, I'm able to ensure fulfillment in relationships. So this trust on intention is the starting point for mutual development. Now, all this is being repeated because, they are very fundamental things. In fact, you will see most of our questions relate to the fact that either we don't understand these feelings, or we don't ensure this feeling in ourselves, or even if we have this feeling in ourselves, we are not able to communicate to the other. And even we are communicating to the other is not able to evaluate it properly. So all those issues relate to this problem of either not understanding the feeling, or not having the feeling, or not being able to communicate the feeling, or even if I am able to communicate, the other is not able to evaluate it properly. So if we can solve these issues, then all our issues related to the human relationship can be resolved. I am consistently making effort to learn to improve my competence. If the other is lacking competence, I am committed to help the other to improve her competence without becoming irritated. So these are small points, but they are very important when it comes to fulfillment of relationship. So let's look at this. So there is this intention, which is based on the natural acceptance. And there is this issue of competence. So both I and the other want to be happy and want to make the other happy. This is our natural acceptance. This we have discussed in extensive detail. When it comes to competence, both I and the other are able to do only as per our competence and not more. Right? So I may be lacking the competence, the other may be lacking the competence. But as far as intention is concerned, both of us want to be happy and make others happy. Now, with this background, if the other is not able to do as per my expectation, then what happens? Number one, possibility is that I become angry, uncomfortable, get irritated, get angry inside, and express it to the other. So this is the state of reaction which is coming out and reaching to the other. The second case is that I become uncomfortable, right? Get irritated, get angry inside, but do not express it to the other. So as far as the reaction outside is concerned, it is not taking place. But as far as the reaction inside is concerned, it is there. So it is a reaction, but it is there inside and not coming out. The third possibility is that I have trust on intention of the other. Then, even if I become uncomfortable for a moment, right, I evaluate as soon as I become aware of my discomfort. Right. And I ask this question to myself, is the other not able to do so due to lack of competence, or the other does not intend to do so? So if I start referring to my natural acceptance, and if I can see that there is no doubt on the intention of myself and the intention of the other. But because of his lack of competence, he is not able to respond. So if I can see this, then the moment this discomfort comes, I can look at it, I can evaluate, I can see that I am getting a feeling of mistrust because I have started doubting the intention of the other. So I can respond to this condition. I can evaluate my feeling and see that it is not something naturally acceptable. And therefore, the next moment I can correct it. So now I have the right feeling of trust, particularly trust on intention. So I have no reaction. Rather, I have the feeling of relationship for the other. So this is the beginning of the response. So there is no reaction inside, there is no reaction outside. If you go a little further, you can see not only that I have trust on intention of the other, I go further. So if the other lacks competence, the other is misbehaving, I try to see if I am also lacking the competence I am expecting from the other. And I evaluate if I have that competence, behave properly with the other in continuity. So number one, I'm not doubting his intention. I'm evaluating my own competence. And if I see that I have the competence, then I, from my side, behave properly with the other in continuity. So it's not only that I'm not reacting, but I'm trying to respond. Right? I'm trying to respond. So I have the right feeling and I behave properly with the other in continuity. On the other hand, if I don't have the competence to do so, then I make an effort to develop that competence in myself first and live with that competence in continuity. So now it's not the question of trying to correct the other immediately. It is now a question of one's own competence, evaluating one's own competence. And if that competence is not there, then I take the responsibility of ensuring that competence in myself. So that is the fourth possibility. And the further possibility is number 5, where if I am able to ensure my right behavior with the right feeling, as mentioned in 4, and if the other feels assured of my behavior, my feeling, then out of that assurance, right, the other wants to share with me. In that case, I can also help the other to understand this harmony in family, understand this relationship, understand this self, the body, and the relationship with oneself and the other self. So all this I can help the other only when there is an assurance out of my behavior with the other, behavior which is based on unconditional trust. So this is the response in the real sense. Yes. So you can check for yourself what is happening to you? Are you reacting outside? Are you reacting inside? Are you trying to respond? Are you on your way to respond? And ultimately, are you very confident of responding in all conditions to the extent the other feels assured and is willing to listen to you? Right? Take your opinion. So look into these possibilities and see where you are. What do you think? Anybody can respond to this as to where they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But it used to be one at many moments, but now I can see now it is at three at some moments.
Some moment 3, some moment 4, moment 5, or some moment even 1 or 2.
Yes, sir. Earlier it used to be many moments at 1 and 2. Now
Yeah.
it is reduced.
Yes, very good. Yes. Yes, Ranganathan J.
Sometimes I am always 2 or 1. So I check myself and then I go and check the others also. Feeling 1 and 2. I am.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Anybody else?
Yeah, namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible, Amresh.
Yeah, namaste, Bhaiya. So, I'm able to see now in somewhere 4 and 5, but yeah, it is the others, it's extension of that understanding might be in a hurry. That's what we are able to see, Bhaiya, that convincing part to the other. So that is there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is another issue.
Yes, Bhaiya.
We think that the other should get, ready soon.
Yeah.
But the other is taking time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But the need is also felt now to understand that it can go only when they are able to accept it. Yeah, that is also happening now.
Yeah. Only when they feel assured of us, our behavior,
Yeah.
our feeling, that they are willing to listen. Otherwise, they think that you will dominate.
Yeah.
So they have set some safeguard mechanism around them. So they stop listening well before.
Once again, it brings back to me to develop by this. This is what is there as a status that I
Yes.
have to put efforts for the understanding only. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
if the communication is not taking place properly, there are two possibilities. One is that the other improves. The other possibility is I improve.
Yeah.
The second possibility is in my hand.
Yeah.
The first possibility is in the hand of the other.
Yes.
So I can start with what is there in my hand, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes there is adjustment and compromise is missing. That's why either in me or the other, we feel discomfort or disharmony, sir. If
Tell me again.
if both sides are, there is a possibility of adjustment and compromise, we both will be in relationship, good relationship, enjoying harmony and good
Yes.
relationship.
Mm.
Sometimes either me or other unable to adjust and compromise with others, though we are trying to develop their competence, they don't trust us. I feel that is lack of trust, sir. Please, could you please enlighten me?
See, what we are saying is that, it's not enemy-like relation in the
Yes.
family, in the
Yes.
workplace.
Yes, sir.
The conditions are not enemy-like.
Yes, sir.
But even there we have problem.
Yeah.
So our immediate concern is to try sort out our problem in the family, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Family, our problem in the workplace.
Yes, sir.
Today you spend major part of your daytime in this workplace, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So if you can handle your relationship in the workplace and you can handle your relationship in the family, that's good enough. It covers almost 90% of your time,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly.
Yeah. So your family, your workplace, you can take care of that, good enough. Slowly you will develop the competence in which you can also handle this problem in the society. But that training has to take place in the family, in the workplace, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Bhaiya, can I ask a question?
Yeah, I'll just complete this particular slide and then we'll open to the question.
Okay. It's about
Now,
this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look at all these issues, ultimately the core thing to take care or to ensure is that if we can ensure to work under the guidance of pure observer, then these problems can be resolved.
Sorry.
If I am going with my sanskar, right, this sanskar may be contrary to each other and it will lead to problem. It is leading to problem. So the solution is that I am taking the guidance from my pure observer. You are taking the guidance from your pure observer. This broadly is the solution. Right? If I can ensure this, then things will change in relationship. It may take some time, a year or two, but then it makes all the difference. So we have compared these two states in the slide. So when we are working under the guidance of pure observer, we have a state of awareness. Right? We are able to look at our sanskar, our feeling, our thought without reaction. Right? On the other hand, If we are living by sanskar, then there is mostly lack of awareness, and we are trying to defend our sanskar, our self-image, our feeling, our thought. So we are not even listening to the other, let alone reflecting it and ultimately adopting it. So when we are at the level of pure observer, we can check that we are comfortable with the feeling of relationship and uncomfortable with the feeling of opposition and so on. So we can update our thoughts, our feeling, our sanskar on the basis of our natural acceptance. On the other hand, if we are going by sanskar, we are uncomfortable with it, there is feeling of opposition, we avoid right evaluation, reinforce I am okay, I am special, problem is with the other, keep working outside even more, and avoid looking inwards. So when I am trying to take the guidance from pure observer, after a point, you can see that I am the pure observer, right? I am the drashta. And even if I am not able to do that at any point of time, right, I'm not trying to defend my conduct if it is not right. And I have no guilt also. So I am there as pure observer. If there is a feeling which is not naturally acceptable to me, and if it surfaces, I can look at that feeling, evaluate that feeling, and see that it's not working, right? So I can communicate to the other. So all that can happen without the feeling of opposition. On the other hand, if we are going by sanskar, we are uncomfortable with it, there is feeling of opposition. We avoid right evaluation. We reinforce I am okay, I am special, the problem is with the other. And I keep working outside even more. So rather than looking inside and trying to improve upon oneself, we are most of the time looking outside. So when we are going by the guidance of pure observer, we are working inside, right? Most of the time or every moment. And whenever our attention goes outside, we are trying to work with the outside also. Right? And that will certainly include our behavior with human being and our work with rest of nature. On the other hand, with this sanskar, we get into this feeling of guilt, remorse, repentance, and we go for what we call as prayashchit. But all these further complicates your feelings, your thoughts, your sanskar, forming further knots. It is called granthi. So the solution as such is to operate at the level of pure observer. So be aware and be with the pure observer. From there, look at each and every person and try to help him out first through your good behavior, then with your good thoughts, and ultimately the right feeling. Yes. So this was something I had to share. Rajul Bhaiya, you want to place something before we start the question answer?
Ganeshji, this is the one set before the last set of slides. So if you want to take that 6th level slide before this one, we can present, I mean, we can share that. But otherwise, nothing else from my side to share. And it's a good exercise to be very honest with oneself. We can say anything outside, but inside we know where we are and we have to work on it. So, and if we can be quite honest with others also, then help will be forthcoming. That I can see that is something that's why we are here to not only work independently outside, but I mean independently inside and outside, but to be with each other and try to be of help to each other.
Yes.
Which many times it is happening also. That is nice.
Yes. So you want to slide? You can share.
Yeah, I can share this previous slide to this, slightly updated so that we can, for the previous, I mean, for the next time, it can be the updated slide. So, Priyaji, if you have the slide, can you share that slide?
जी भैया.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. This one and the next one also, Ganesh. This and the next one. If one more recap is done, that will be nice. Now go back to the previous one so that, because that is the base of it. Yeah, before this previous one. Previous one. Yeah, here. Yeah, that's it. Ji Ganeshi.
You want me to explain?
Ji Ganeshi.
Or
Because
you explain?
I think this point number 3 was, I mean, we're trying to remember, work on the thought side and trying to remind ourselves. So we want to respond, but we are not always able to do that. So this was added to the, to this particular slide. So one more time, I think that will be reinforcing for everyone.
Yeah. So this is a little reorganized. The last slide that we talked about, where we had this choice from 1 to 5. Here we have this choice 1 to 6. And this 3 number now is saying that I have not been able to see that, trust on intention of the other. Okay. And therefore, that state of response is not there. That state of response is not there. I am likely to react. And I'm not trying to look into my feeling directly with awareness and evaluating it. But still there is a possibility. There is a possibility that when I look at the response or reaction of the other, right, out of my thought, out of my analysis, out of this information that everybody has the right intention. And therefore, this person must also have the right intention. So I may have this conclusion. Okay. This conclusion that the other might have the right intention. And therefore, I should not react. So this may also stop my reaction. Okay. It may even stop my reaction inside. But the situation is not very safe. I am always running the risk. I am always at the margin. So if the other person is behaving in a manner which is just tolerable for me, I will just tolerate. But if it goes below that, I lose my temper. So you have to be really very cautious. Your analysis, your thought has to be very sharp. Otherwise, you are likely to fall back into reaction. So this is step 3, where you are able to look at the possibility of distrust on intention of the other on the basis of your thought, on the basis of your information. So it is not very stable in that sense. But when you are able to see it for yourself, then despite the adverse condition, you will continue to respond and not go to reaction. So this is in addition, that even at the level of thought, many things can be handled. At least, you can avoid the accident, avoid this getting multiplied in the platform or in the train. Yes. So with that, I think I'll stop for the presentation part, and I can respond to question which is regarding what I have said just now, or the questions which are already compiled. I will try to respond to them. Yes. Rajul Bhaiya has to say anything, we can please share and then we can proceed.
And Ganesh, it is okay. And if the people who have asked the question are here, we can because they have to listen to the answer also. So if
Yes.
they are there, that will be nice.
They have to listen to the answer, and they also have to, confirm that yes,
Yes.
answer is making sense to them.
Yes. So Sunni Bosji is there. She had probably some question. Otherwise, there are many questions, Ganesh. Lots of questions are there, and
Yes,
I think at the base, what you have said is there, but to absorb it, it takes a lot of effort. So, yeah.
Yes.
So can I ask my question?
Yes.
Namaste Bhaiya. My name is Suni Bose. Okay. I have come about to know UHV since September 2025 only, and I'm consistently working on improving my competence in bringing harmony in relationship, especially in the family, when it comes to my brothers and sister. So my question, I definitely got some answers in your last slide, but the question here is that if there is a particular family member who's continuously misbehaving or is not able to change himself, and then I choose to be in silent, but not silent with where there is an inner reaction, knowing that I'll wait for him to, uh, I'll have to wait for myself to be competent to handle, to take this further. Okay. So how do I then maintain my self-respect and harmony in the relationship? That is what my answer was. My question was.
Yeah, just repeat your question once.
I have a family member who is repeatedly misbehaving. When I say misbehaving, it is like, he's repeatedly doing the same thing which he's not supposed to do. And I am observing that, and I want to be in line with relationship with him. And correcting him is not going to be helpful because he refuses to be corrected. Okay. So then I need to accept him the way he is, and I will choose to be silent without feeling inner reaction. But what happens is, how should I respond so that I can maintain my self-respect also and maintain the harmony in the relationship also? That is my question.
Yes.
Because I feel disrespected for being not able to get that particular response from him, or for him not being able to be ensured by the change I have. So it makes me feel lose my self-respect.
Yeah. So this is, interesting. And if I ask this question to myself, that my self-image is something which I can evaluate for myself, or it is something which anybody else can evaluate and harm. So this is one question that we should ask ourselves. Number two, this basic question, that what is my natural acceptance to be happy and make others happy, or otherwise? What do you think? What is your answer to these two questions?
My answer would be that I would like to make myself happy, and I want to make the other also happy. However, like what you wrote on the competent side, I feel that I am still not capable to be competent enough to have that harmony.
Exactly. So if I can see that, then the main issue is that I have to work to develop my
competence. Yes.
Instead of passing this responsibility on the other. Instead of focusing on complaining on others, I will try to work on myself. And that is within my hand. And that question I asked about self-image. So I have to evaluate my self-image, my state of the self. And I have to work for its improvement. What has happened is that we have become too dependent on the world outside. So we are dependent on our happiness for our happiness on the world outside. We are looking for the favorable feeling from outside. We are looking for the favorable sensation from outside. And that is all the source of my happiness. So do I have something which can make me happy within, without these external sources of favorable feeling and favorable sensation? Now, that is the question.
Yes. True.
This
I think it
what
is,
I mentioned right
yeah,
from the beginning. Right feeling and right understanding and right
feeling.
feeling is the
Yeah.
source of continuous happiness. And this is something within me. Am I working for that? Am I able to ensure that? And ultimately, you will see that your self-image will depend on that.
So
So
my
if you
need, my need for self-respect is also a kind of me defending my own image.
yes,
As an observer, I can see that I'm defending my image,
yes,
and I would rather take guidance from being a pure observer than to go by my feeling of repentance or remorse. Okay.
yes, yes. In fact, what we were saying, this you always have this choice to take a positive line or take a negative line. So you have the choice to repent, or you have the choice to make the self-evaluation and improve upon oneself.
Correct.
Right.
And
So
when we are always
I'm not
referring,
having the,
sorry.
yeah. If I'm not having the competence, then I don't have to repent for it.
Yeah, correct.
I have to work to
Work
improve
towards.
upon it. If the other person is not having the competence, there is no need to complain.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
I have to ensure that trust with him, and when that assurance is there, I have to help to improve upon his competence.
Okay.
That is the brevity in the real sense. That not only that I ensure the right feeling in me, but I also work to ensure right feeling in others. Yeah.
And the fact that I think about my self-respect is also like, again, my happiness is depending on outside. It's not, I'm not being independently feeling that I can be in my natural acceptance.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are dependent on the other.
Yeah.
And therefore, and the other is also not in a good condition.
Yeah, the other is definitely not in a good condition, but I can, because because I know, I know the basic rule. So
Yes.
I can get myself to at that stage.
Yes.
Instead of referring to my self-respect, I would I think the win will be when I will refer it to my natural acceptance and go by the feeling that is inside me, which is not keeping me in happiness and harmony.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is the place where I got to correct. And once that correction happens, then there is a definite conduct of mine that could ensure the other person to be comfortable with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, this, that slide which we are showing about being at the level of pure observer.
Yes.
So if I'm here at the level of pure observer, then I can set the things right, set them in order.
Yeah.
Irregardless of what is happening there, right?
Yeah.
Favorable condition or unfavorable condition.
Yeah.
With my state of pure observer, with my state of awareness, I can look at my own self, look at my feeling, I can evaluate them, I can ensure that they are the right feeling, not otherwise. Right? And therefore, with that right feeling, I'm in a state of harmony and happiness. So my real self-image is when I'm at the level of pure observer every moment.
True. In fact, there is so much of advantage when you become an observer. One is you are in with awareness. Then second is that you are also able to see your imagination content, and how you're influenced with certain aspects of the content of your imagination. And as an observer, you can actually be an observer and bring a dent in that. Observation
Yes.
is so important.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Where are you from?
I'm presently staying in Kochi.
Which is
I was born and brought up in Maharashtra, but 2024 I have come to Kochi.
okay. But sometime you must have been in Bengal.
No. I am from Kerala origin. My parents are from Kerala, and my husband is also from Kerala, and he has got a Bengali surname. He's named after Subhash Chandra Bose.
Okay. Okay,
So
that's how this title is
yeah.
there.
So I'm an Keralite origin with a Bengali surname.
Good. Integration.
Yep. So thank you so much. I got clarity. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this UHV
Thank you.
concept, and I'm looking forward to do my UHV 2, which is
Yes.
going to happen in May.
Yeah, it's quite worth, It's discovering oneself. That is the important part. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste. Namaste. Yes. So we can move on to the next question.
So we have this question, and we have Lataji in the meeting.
Yes, Lataji. Yes, sir. The boss of mine who is neutral on me and includes me in every aspect of work she does suddenly feels jealous of my outgrowth, which I felt when she distanced me. This made me to rethink my everyday action, made me very conscious of my actions, whatever I do, and want to keep it subtle, as she is my reporting boss. This disturbs me a lot. Yes, Lataji, you are there? Lataji, you are there? No, she's not there.
Oh, yeah, she is there just now. We have provided a mic to her.
Yeah,
she might have.
there's some other Lataji. It is B Lataji, Didi.
Okay. I thought SR, so okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yes.
Okay,
Didi, we
we
can
can
go to the next slide, sir, because
Yes.
there are members. Yeah, Didi, yes. I think we have Chandrakala ji, Ravi Shankar ji, and Chandrasekhar ji. All the three are there, sir. So can we take these questions first, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Over to you, Chandrakala ji. So Didi's question is how to overcome from conflict thoughts in relationship with others like family members or others.
Yeah. So what are these conflicting thoughts? Is it related to have this feeling of relationship or not to have feeling of relationship?
It is not in the feeling of relationship, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the feeling of relationship.
Yeah. So this conflict is between whether to have this feeling of relationship or not to have this feeling of relationship. Is that the conflict?
Yeah, that means I want to be with the relationship with the others, yeah. But that moment make me to not be in the relationship. So but unavoidably I am there in that uncomfortable moment, Bhaiya, that caused that conflict in thought.
Yeah, I mean, see, let me express, and expand it a little bit. There are three possibilities. One is right at the level of feeling, I don't want to be in relationship. Right? That is one.
Mm-hmm.
Second is, I want to be in relationship with the other. Right? So I have a feeling of relationship with the other.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not understand
Mm-hmm.
how to ensure this feeling of relationship with the other.
Mm.
Either I do not have the competence or the other person does not have the competence.
Yeah, yeah. Bhaiya.
Right? So this is second.
Mm-hmm.
This is at the level of thought.
Mm.
First one was this, at the level of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Second is at the level of thought.
Mm-hmm.
The problem can be even at the third level. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The third level at the level of expression.
Mm.
So I am expressing my thoughts, let's say in Tamil, and you do not know Tamil. Or you are
No.
expressing Hindi and I do not know Hindi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just taking one example, but this can be one way of expression, the other way of expression.
Mm.
And my way of expression is not matching with the other, and the other's way of expression is not matching with me.
Mm.
Right? Isn't it?
Yes. Bhaiya.
So these are three levels. One is level at feeling. Second is the level of thought. Third, at the level of the conflict, maybe at the level of expression. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Bhaiya.
And if we are not aware of these levels,
Mm.
we might get confused, and
Yeah.
start fighting. So if you understand properly, the most important thing is to have this feeling of relationship at the level of feeling. That we have to sort out. To sort that out, we have to see that ultimately our natural acceptance is for the feeling, right, of relationship and not feeling of opposition. So that can be sorted out once for all. With one person, many person, with every person. So ultimately my natural acceptance is to be with the feeling of relationship. That is what makes me happy. And not otherwise. So be a family member, be a, somebody in the workplace or somebody in the train. Ultimately, what is naturally acceptable to me is the feeling of relationship and not otherwise.
True, Bhaiya.
So this has to be sorted out. Now, if this is sorted out and I have the feeling of relationship, now the second question is to work out the details of how to ensure fulfillment in relationship. Right? So if my child does not have right understanding, right feeling, okay, then I can't go on complaining about it, isn't it?
Yeah, Bhaiya.
And I have to ensure right understanding and right feeling in myself. And I have to take this ownership, this responsibility of helping my child to understand, to ensure right feeling and right understanding in him. Isn't it?
Yes, Bhaiya. Yes, Bhaiya.
So if I have the right feeling in me, then I will not complain of, this thought thing that other is not able to, work for these feelings.
Yeah.
I will take the responsibility. I'll work for it. And I will also try to help the other to work for it. Third is when there is problem at the level of expression. That is simpler. Simpler in the sense that if I have this feeling of relationship and I have this agreement on how to ensure fulfillment in relationship, that is at the level of thought, then at the level of this expression, I can always resolve. So I may have one way of greeting someone. The other person may have a different way of greeting. So what do? I learn from him. Okay. His way of expression. And I can use that way of expression. And if the other is assured of my relationship, the other person will also start learning my way of expression. Isn't it?
Yes.
So I have to work at all three levels. At the level of feeling, at the level of thought, at the level of our expression, behavior, work.
First step itself, I failed. I am seeing, yeah.
Yes, most of us fail at the first level.
First level, the expression.
That is why we always keep telling about this, natural acceptance and just on intention.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Chandrakalaji, you are from SWR. Which place?
Tiptur Taluk, Tumkur district, Karnataka, Bhaiya.
Okay.
I am working in Kalpatra Institute of Technology, Tiptur.
Okay, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Last year we have been to what is that place? Now the name is changed. Gulbarga. Gulbarga, we were there.
North Karnataka, yeah.
Yes, at Amrish place.
Amrish, Bhaiya.
Yes.
Native place. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. So now we can go to Ravi Shankar.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Ravi Shankar here.
Namaste, namaste.
Bhaiya, in spite of doing good work, sometimes people have to undergo the process. So, many times people feel that one has to undergo that karma. So, what do you feel about this karma theory? Like whether people, in spite of doing good thing, they have to undergo the process to understand their real challenges or to discover themselves, or is it something wrong in that thinking?
See this karma and the sanskar, they are related.
Acha.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever karma you are doing outside is guided by your sanskar.
Yeah.
So your sanskar is guiding your feeling. The feeling is guiding your thought. The thought is guiding your karma, behavior outside, isn't it? And similarly, any karma that you are indulging in will ultimately give rise to some sanskar. So there is a dialectic relationship between the sanskar and the karma. So your sanskar is leading to karma, and your karmas are leading to sanskar. So what you are today is the combination of your sanskar and your karma.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you look at your question, you are saying, can every individual evolve based on awareness, based on education? Right?
Yeah.
Yes. True. Then the second part is, or one has to undergo certain difficulties based on karma. So this second part is not exclusive. Every one of us is there with a lot of sanskar. Right? And if you look at that, those sanskar, they have been born out of some karma, right? Leading to some sanskar, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, take for example, you have a sanskar,
Mm-hmm.
or you, let's say karma, let us start with karma.
Okay.
So, if you have been, cheating people for some time, then what happens? Does it become your sanskar?
May not be.
Yeah, it may not be, but it may be also, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this karma of cheating becomes your sanskar of cheating. Now, when you start evaluating yourself, that in relationship, what is naturally acceptable to you is the feeling of relationship. Right? When you are with the feeling of relationship, you would like to share with others or exploit the other. What is naturally acceptable?
Share with others.
Share with others.
Yeah.
If you have that sanskar of cheating others, then you will find it very difficult to accept. And even if you accept, it will be very difficult to, practice. Isn't it?
Yes.
It will be very difficult for you to share, practice this sharing. Because your sanskar keeps telling you that, okay, fine, you are not cheating, but that's enough. How can you give away your resources? Isn't it?
Yeah.
On the other hand, if there is a person who has been sharing all through, for him it's a very easy thing to do. So he decides for sharing and he shares. So you have to undergo certain difficulties based on your karma, even in the process of education, even in the process of being aware.
Okay.
Did you get it?
That's a process one has to undergo to. You mean to say it is a requirement?
Yes, because those sanskar is sitting there. So what you call as karma is sitting in the form of sanskar there. And you have to handle it.
Okay.
See, otherwise, in terms of our intention, we are all good people, isn't
it? Yes.
Yes. So, we all want to do good things. We want to be good people. But we are not able to do it because we don't have that sanskar. Right?
Correct.
Yes.
Bhayaji, I have one more question. Like sometimes in the family, because of some samskara, we respect some elderly persons or people whom we know very well. Lot of reverence and respect. But we come to know that they are doing wrong. Later on, find it difficult to be convey to them or coming out of their influence. It is with respect to the family and relationship, with respect to the organization in which we are working. Some of our boss, whom we respect a lot because of the position, or maybe because of our pursued value systems with them. But later on, when we come to know that they are not what we thought they are, then it leads to a sort of a frustration and but unable to come out of it. So how do we handle these sort of situations instead of getting burnout?
Yeah, you see, I mean, if you look at this situation, and in fact, what we have been doing is essentially this, that there has to be values in the society, right? In the institution, isn't it? Which is not there.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we do? That was the question that we faced, that particularly in the academic institution. Okay, there must be values. And we must be taught for values as well as the skills. But somehow there was no values, there was no place for values. So one way is to complain.
Complain to whom?
No, that's what I'm saying. So when you decide to complain, then you have to ask whom, right?
Right.
And then whether he is willing to listen, not willing to listen, right? All that. The other way is that if I understand that the value is a must, right? Then I start working for it. So that is what we did. We tried working for, ensuring values in education. All right. So after 20, 30 years of effort, right, values are there, at least, some very introductory efforts are being made. Yeah. And it can be further strengthened. It can be strengthened, it can be widened, right? It can be deepened. All that has to be done. So somewhere we have to take this decision on the positive side. That if I can see that it's something which has to be there, then I take the responsibility. I work for it. Whether it is there already or not, whether the other is taking responsibility or not, I understand the importance and therefore I take the responsibility. Isn't it?
So you mean to say you need to be away from those situations and try to establish ourselves on the values
No,
which
don't
we
be away
believe.
from those situations.
Emotionally.
You are interested in that situation, so you don't get affected by those situations. So you are there in those situations. You don't have to run away. You are not affected by it, number one. Number two, you feel the responsibility, therefore you are working for it. Isn't it?
Agree, but because of the emotional attachment because of the sanskara, because we need to respect the elders or respect the systems hierarchy, we may not able to oppose even emotionally, or even we can't express it directly.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you oppose.
I'm
saying that you go and propose him for something which is good. Propose him for value education. Tell him that you are the senior most and you are, expected to do this and you will do it, Go and talk to them. They will agree.
If they don't value the values which you are proposing, if they think that this is only the idealistic situations, it won't work in the current scenario, it is not practical.
And that is okay. So you take his guidance, ask him to do something, tell something, which is practical. I remember, we had gone to, there is an institution called MIT, Marathwada Institute of Technology. This is, what is that place? Now it's called Sambhajinagar. Huh?
Sambhajinagar, okay.
Chhatrapati Sambhaji. Yeah. So we went there and the director, he told us that, why not go and meet this chairman, Took an appointment and we went and met him, very old person, 86 years of age, And he listened to us for almost an hour. And then he said, see, I can appreciate what you people are doing, right? But I feel now it is too late.
Okay.
And then he said that it is too late because we at our time did not do this. So if we had done this 30, 40 years back, it would have been much easier for you people. So for me, it is too late. So I can't do much, but I can certainly help. I can always
Okay.
support this effort.
Mm,
So if you are wanting to do something like this, I am there for it all the time.
mm,
So he said, I have all my support as chairman.
mm.
Okay. And you can go ahead.
Oh, that's
So now
great.
with that kind of support, a lot of work is being done there in MIT.
Mm-hmm.
Some 10 people are there who are working on this. So
Okay.
all these things are possible.
Mm,
So these old people, even if they are not working for values, they appreciate need for values. They, for some reason, could not do it, but they have appreciation. So if we approach them, okay, with that, possibility, I think many of them will respond. Some of them may even not respond, react also, but that is fine. I remember plenty this. There was a VC conclave, no, that last month, not last month, even this month only, no.
Last month, Bhaiya.
So we
VC
had this.
conclave. Yeah,
Last
this month also, right?
Yeah. So there was a VC conclave, and one person called Munshi Yadav, Delhi. He went and met many vice chancellors. Okay? One vice chancellor, he went to meet him, and he gave his details to the person on the gate. And he went inside and came and he said that no, he has no time. He cannot meet you now. So this person said, okay, fine, I'll wait. Okay, here, and when he has time, I'll go and meet him and then go back. So for few hours, he was sitting there. Then this vice chancellor called him because he is all the time aware that this fellow is sitting outside. So he called him. He said, okay, tell me what is your problem. So he said, this AICT is doing all this. And then there is a VC conclave and I have come to invite you for this. So he was very angry. And he almost shouted at him for 15 minutes. He said that if you're making no sense and all that. Okay. So for 15 minutes he kept shouting. And after that, anyway, you get tired, you can't shout forever. So he was tired and then settled. Then this person said, okay, now you have expressed yourself, for 15 minutes. Now, if you have completed, then give me 15 minutes. I will tell my, part of request. Okay. So he explained about what is done and all that. So he was quite calmed down and he said, I will think over it. Interestingly, this is a place in Haryana. And he came to that conclave. That vice chancellor, he came for the conclave.
Oh, good.
So
you mean to say we need to pursue what we really wanted to and what our value systems are, and the hurdles are natural in that path. So one has to undergo the process.
You have to undergo the process, and it may yield result. It may not yield result immediately. My choice is clear that I have to work for it. And rest is will depend upon his sanskar of the other person. He may respond immediately, he may take time, he may take days, he may take years.
Okay. So, but we should not burn out. Means we need to keep on pursuing.
Yes.
Okay.
There was a time when it was so difficult to talk about these universal human values in one college. Right? Now it's working with 4,000 colleges in India. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thanks a lot.
Yes, thank you, Ravi Shankarji.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
You are from where?
Bhaiya, I am from Mysore, Karnataka, working in JSS University.
Okay, very nice.
Actually, I was in I was in Foodco for the last 34 years as a general manager, retired as general manager.
Okay.
So now working as professor of practice in JSS University, Engineering Unit, Technical University.
You have a campus in Delhi also, no, Noida.
We have another campus, right?
Yes. Yes. Very nice.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Pranam. Pranam. Thank you.
Ganesh, at this point, there might be a question that when do you start sharing, whether you are at 1, 2, 3, what would be the minimum qualification to start sharing the values? Of course, it will motivate you to go to all the way to 6, but where is the minimum that we start taking it out, taking the responsibility to share?
Yeah, I can go to that slide. Where is that slide? 1, 2, 3, 1.
I mean, of course, the expectation will be from everyone that, you are at 6. But if you are not there yet, is it worth to share or not worth? And when is, of course, it will motivate anybody to go to 6. But what is the minimum, at least some minimum where you can start sharing?
Yeah. So if I can look at this 1 to 6, this 4 is, I think very necessary. That I have become, definite that, what is naturally acceptable to me is the feeling of relationship and not otherwise. Right? And then I am working on my competence. Right? So if I'm there, then even if the other person is doing otherwise, I will not react. I may not be able to respond immediately, but at least I will not react. I will not react.
Yes, Ganesh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Soumya ji, Supriya ji, next question we can take up. We have around 25 minutes with us.
Ji sir, we have the next question by Chandrasekhar ji. Chandrasekhar ji is also there. Namaste Chandrasekhar bhaiya.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, namaste, Vaya. Namaste, Didi. Namaste to all. Vaya, we met last year, Vaya, in Gulbarga. I am from Gulbarga, Vaya.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, Vaya. Vaya,
We
my
met
question.
college.
Yeah, PD college. Amrish Vaya's college. PD Engineering college.
Yes. Tell me.
Yeah, Vaya. My question is, Vaya, when I see the relationship between two selves, right? When even if I see it or not, it is relationship is there, Vaya. Why it is difficult to establish harmony between this spouse, right? In comparison with other relationship, I can resolve the issues of the other relationships very easily, not with the spouse, because we need to live long life with the spouse actually. But what is the main reason why it is very difficult to establish the harmony in the between the spouse? because the relationship between the parents and brothers, children can be resolved with the dialogues, suitable dialogues. Yeah. But problem is with the relationship between the spouse. How can I just make a harmony?
Yeah. So you are saying, can you just repeat the question?
Yeah, bhaiya, in all other relationships, I can harmonize very easily issues related to the
Yes.
maybe children, parents, or brothers, sisters.
Yes.
It will take less time to resolve it. But with the spouse, it takes longer time, and it will because we need to live for longer time with the spouse in comparison with other relationships.
Yes.
And what is becoming a hurdle because we have to see all the harmony between the family, harmony with the society. We need to see everything, but it becomes very important if harmony is first developed in the home itself.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah.
That is your hardest exam, toughest exam.
Yes. Really.
So if you have passed there, then you have passed. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Because another whole day it will be very smoother if I harmonize in home first.
Yeah. So
It is. I should work upon mutual competency. I think because of today's some discussion, mutual competency
yeah,
may
in
be
fact,
required.
one has to work for one's own competence first.
Ji,
Because this equal thing is little difficult. The moment
ji,
you start expecting from the other, and
ji.
the other is not taking the calls,
Yes.
then you are in trouble. Then you will start losing your patience.
Confidence, patience. Yes.
So you have to take the responsibility on yourself first.
Yes.
Trying to improve upon your own competence.
Yes.
Okay. And try to understand the competence of the other rather than having expectation from the other.
Ji.
Yes.
Even if I try to express why they won't be in a good listeners mode.
Yes, not only good listeners mode, but you have to respond to all the odd conditions.
Yes.
So it is a real test for you.
Definitely.
Yes. And if you compare with the stories which are available in the past, okay, you will realize that your spouse is much better than those spouses which were there. You have heard of Socrates?
Yes. Philosopher, great philosopher, Greek philosopher.
You know about his wife?
No way.
Then you should read about it.
Yeah.
Read that story.
Okay.
So people used to come to discuss, with him, ask questions, and he will be, involved with them. And then in between, he will say, bring some tea. Okay.
Ji.
So one day he was, asking for tea for all the people around, who were sitting, and his wife, had put this water to boil, and it seemed that there was no tea in home. Okay.
Not audible, Bhaiya.
She got very angry, and she came with that kettle of water, boiled water, and she poured that in his face.
Oh, yes.
So his whole face was burnt. You know that?
Yes, Bhaiya. Face was.
I'm sure your spouse is not so this thing, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
She must be better, isn't it?
100% better.
Yes. So you need to read about these stories.
And he is supposed to have said, after thunder comes rain.
Yeah, Bhaiya. Rajul Bhaiya. Yes. There is lot of difference, Bhaiya. From 22, I am in UHV. Na? Before it was horrible. Now in 3 years, I can see that there is some harmony, but still I am making this seeking improvement. Yeah. This UHV inputs helped me a lot. Bhaiya. Every day it is helping me. Bhaiya.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar Bhaiya.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Ganesh Bhaiya. Thank you.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Didi, you're audible.
Sir, there is one question in the chat by Vinay Bhaiya. Can we take that question, or can we go to the questions on the slide, sir?
I'll take 2 minutes to respond.
Ji, sir.
Yes. Now I can take up the question.
Sir, there is a question by Vinay Bhaiya in the chat.
Yes.
Vinay Bhaiya? Namaste, Vinay Bhaiya.
Yeah, namaste.
Namaste, Chidri ji. Namaste.
Ji, namaste, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir, and doing well.
Yes.
I had a question, sir.
Yes.
When the other is not ready to listen to you, and even with feeling of relationship, you express something, but since the other has some preconditioning or assumption about you, is not rightly evaluating your expression.
Yes.
So two things are there. One, the other is not ready to listen to you, so he's not assured because of our past expression or interaction with them.
Yes.
And whenever you are trying to sincerely express feeling of relationship which is within you, the other is not able to evaluate that rightly. And so in such cases, what exactly we should do? Should we stop? Should we expressing? Should we pause ourselves? Or uh, uh, if we express something and if it is not viewed rightly, this relationship may go still worse. How to tackle this situation? Particularly with close relationship like brothers, sisters, or some close relatives.
Yeah. See, this, one has to decide. This question of sanskar that came right in the beginning. Each one of us is accumulating a lot of sanskars based on our past experiences and past karma. And we all are bundles of those sanskar. So as long as you don't have right understanding, you are going by these experiences. And you keep accumulating them. Okay. Keep accumulating them. So this is happening with each one of us. So I am a bundle of sanskar, you are a bundle of sanskar. The third, fourth, everyone is a bundle of sanskar. And they have been accumulating it, from you don't know how many years or how many, association with the body. Now at one point of time, you are interacting with those person. Okay. So I have my own set of sanskar, you have your own set of sanskar, and we are interacting. So what to do? So what we are saying is that, okay, there is some basic reference, right? That basic reference is that of the pure observer, that of your natural acceptance. Okay. And this is some reference which can tell me what is right, what is not right. Okay. So let us start using that basic reference, at least for myself. And start from there. So if I can do that, at least I can set things in order within myself. And with that, I can be at a level of, harmony, at the level of peace within. So at least from one side, I can start settling. It will take time for it to reach to the other, because the other is still busy with his sanskar, okay, or her sanskar. Okay. Not aware that there is a basic reference like this, where she can or he can also correct himself or herself. So till she or he feels, the difference in your way of being and starts appreciating, till then she will go her own way, or he will go in her own way. So what do? You will certainly interact, okay? And as long as you are not reacting and you are responding, you can continue to interact. So that things will slowly improve. But if at any point you find that now this, cannot be maintained anymore, this no reaction state, then it is better to avoid for the time being. So build up yourself, and then interact when you can interact in a reaction-free mode. But withdrawal is not the solution. Interaction is the solution.
Yes, sir.
Interaction is the solution.
Yeah, I got it. So immediately when there is an interaction, there is a possibility that you will have some reaction in it within you. So at that time you should not express, but after working on yourself, when you are able to have feeling of relations towards the other, then expressing, interacting, and keeping interacting again and again till the other gets assurance about us.
Yes. True.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
And it is a real test. I mean,
Yeah, true.
I think they are providing you a very, kind of tough condition.
Yeah, that is the experiment we can do.
Tough
Wonderful,
condition
sir.
for
Thank
you to
you.
verify yourself.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
At least I experience this in everyday life. Interacting with so many people, everybody with his own sanskar. So if you have to go along with 500 people, real difficult task, isn't it?
Right.
But it is worth.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vinay.
Thank
Sir,
you.
so can we take up one question?
Yes. I think we have
Yes.
some 8 minutes left with us.
Yes. So there's a question by Supraja Didi. Supraja Didi, are you there?
जी दीदी नमस्ते
जी.
भैया नमस्ते
Namaste.
जी भैया this is like how do we recognize when our effort is subtly becoming an attempt to change others instead of helping them to self-explore? It is little confusing whether we are trying to change the other because of putting our opinions. Are we really helping them for a self-exploration process? How do we differentiate?
Yeah. I mean, I feel that this is very difficult thing to do. Because, our whole education system and even the society is designed in a way that instead of working on ourselves, we are out to correct others.
Yes, Vaya.
Yeah. So this is Sanskar has gone so deep into each one of us that it is very difficult. I mean, I remember when we started with this process of self-exploration, where we said that, okay, what we are saying is just a proposal. And you have to verify it on your own right. So you are the final, judge to take the decision. We had a lot of opposition. Because people said that, people as they are, they have all kind of sanskar and they have all kind of, discrimination. And how can you leave it on them to decide? So, very difficult. In the beginning, this process of self-exploration where everybody can explore things on their own and verify on the basis of their own natural acceptance, was very difficult to accept. But then, when we went through the process, slowly it was found that yes, it works. And it works very surprisingly. That despite all the difference of sanskars, their natural acceptance is still disturbed. But it was very difficult in the beginning to accept for the people, to accept this. But now that we have found that it is working, and they also find that it is working, they have started to accept it. So this idea of working with oneself on their own right, and therefore a self-evaluated way of changing oneself, is quite, in a way, very different from what is going on in the society. The whole society is now trying to change the other. So if you look at this whole situation, what you want the other to change, and the other is not willing to change. The other wants you to change, and you are not willing to change. And both them are, you are trying hard, and nobody is changing. Isn't it?
Yes, Bhaiya, correct.
So that is very, so it is good that at least, we are becoming sensitive to see that, even when we are saying self-explore and all that, certainly somewhere, we are trying to change the other.
Correct.
So that sanskar is there, very deep. At least now we are able to sense it, that it is there. Okay. Even without we knowing it, without we being aware of it. But it's good. Once we are able to sense it, then we'll pay attention to it and then evaluate it and finally get rid of it. Very subtle things, but slowly we are able to sense them, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So at one time you thought that changing others is the real thing to do.
Correct.
Now you feel that giving a helping hand, supporting for their self-exploration is the real thing to do. But that old sanskar, is still trying to find ways. And now you are able to sense that also. So you'll be able to overcome it. Very interesting.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
Thank you.
We have some hands raised. We request all the co-explorers to kindly put your questions in the Google form. It has been pasted in the chat. So, Bhaiya, can we conclude the meeting for today?
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you very much. We'll update the material and share it with everyone then.
Yes, right. Okay. All the best. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ganesh. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone who's actively been sharing your questions through the form and connecting for these meetings. We would also express our gratitude to the people who are working behind, Parikshit Bhaiya, Sharad Bhaiya, and everybody from the team for helping us take up these meetings very comfortably and having such enriching conversations. I'm looking forward to have more questions from each one of you in the Google form, and we will be meeting in the next month. The date will be shared soon in the groups. Thank you each one, and namaste to all.
Yeah, we must also thank this initiative that has been taken by this team, Soumya ji, Supraja ji, and others who are in the team. They started this activity on their own and they are managing it on their own. So it is like a self-organized team. So nice to see that. Best wishes.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you all. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone.